wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the check.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Waiting. Mike 51.
We begin to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Wilson on first down. Wilson's got it complete. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
14. Gun. Banjo. I'll go special. 52.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. A toss play to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They were looking for Johnson that time. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Check three.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Will Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here I come.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Set. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 15, check 15.
14, got it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
32. 51, Mike. Hey, orbit. Hey.
Again, it's Stafford. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. Waiting.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
Set. 250.
54. Mike, 54. Here we go. Check 3.
And middle. Hey, 70! Hey, Charlie!
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Galladay, complete. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and ripped off a pretty big play.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
I don't think you got it, son. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And again, it's Chubb. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it will.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
50. 6-6. Pull it.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st down, Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Stafford. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson got Gordon open, completes it.
Wilson's pass complete to Josh Gordon. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for... And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
54 Mike.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Game situation. Let's go. You got tape. You got tape.
They run. Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and 15 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Wilson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. From the red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Mike, set, lady. Mike, back forward.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ch0zen and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.